Whether you're struggling to manage debt or want to invest what you do have, we have some help for you. Two financial strategists are here to answer your money questions. You know it's trouble when we got two for the price of one, right? There's a big trouble out there.
Matthew Sapaula hosts Money Smart Radio every morning on AM 850, and the story of Chris Gardner inspired a best-selling book and blockbuster movie, The Pursuit of Happiness. They've both been on the show before. Good morning and welcome back, gentlemen.
Good to see you.
Good to have you here. All right, this first question is from...
It's for Matthew, and here it is.
Here it is.
The current state cutoff in financial aid and losing money in the College 529 plan, combined with losses in my 401k and home equity, have really messed me up. What am I supposed to do for my teenage kids going to college in the next couple of years?
Sure. Don't panic. You know, public and private universities aid, need-based aid on different variables. Don't let the cost of college dissuade you from applying. Many people who apply to private universities, especially this time, because they've never been affected by public aid. So if they apply to private universities, they might find themselves not being afraid of sticker shock because they're willing to award financial aid packages to attract students.
So private rather than public.
Absolutely. Go figure that.
Is a better way to go.
All right. Well, let's look at our next question. Here it is. The Fed is expected to leave interest rates unchanged at the lowest rates in history. What should I do now before the rates go back up? That is from Catherine. Chris?
I would do absolutely nothing in anticipation of what anyone else thinks the Fed is going to do. I think one of the things that we all should do, with the exception of your program, turn the television off. All right? Yeah. We are in totally uncharted territory. No one alive has ever seen an environment like the one that we're in right now. So when you hear all these smart guys telling you the Fed's going to do this, bonds should do that, this is going to happen, nobody knows. Can I translate that? Keep it real tight.
All right.
So
and cash is king. Keep it real tight.
Keep saving your money. And
Absolutely.
Don't, okay. All right. All right. For Chris, how do you know if you should file bankruptcy and if the attorney is a reputable one? Is it impossible to file bankruptcy in these economic times? I
know nothing in the world about filing bankruptcy. That's just another form of quitting.
Oh. Yeah.
There's nothing that I can add to that. Now, Matthew.
Matthew, you're a quitter. Now tell us all about it.
See, Chris was in the Navy. I was in the Marine Corps, so we never quit. These colors never run.
Is it true in this day and age? Is it still feasible to file bankruptcy? Is it worth it?
That is an option. However, I would exhaust your means to go call your creditors and see ways to negotiate and settle that debt. That's an option for many people today.
Chris, you say it's quitting, but I mean, is there some point where people are so far behind and it's beneficial to maybe do it? Maybe you wouldn't consider it yourself, but do you see a point where it's worth doing or no?
Having been in places that a lot of folks can't even imagine, that was never something I even considered. So it's very, very difficult for me to say that, well, maybe it's an option. But honestly, to that person, that question, I don't think either one of us know enough about their circumstances or conditions
to know if it's
to
worth
say
it.
if. And in this new book that we've got out, there's nothing in the book to talk about how to act as your own attorney while forming a bankruptcy proposal. All right, so I cannot comment on that.
Well, let me toss something out at you that someone proposed to me. That they say in this time where stocks are crashing, you don't know what they're doing. If you have a whole life insurance policy, it's steady growth. But you know those whole life insurance policies. What do you think about those things?
Well, there's 6 evolutions of whole life. There's whole life universal all the way to index universal life. People have an option of transferring their cash value to a fixed or a guaranteed fixed interest bucket. Many out there are still paying 5.5%, so that may be an option for people who have a whole life policy and have life insurance at the same time.
Chris, one more question, because I know everyone loves your story from the pursuit of happiness. You say don't quit, but what was it that kept you going, and how did you get out from under? What was that one thing that got you out from under when you felt like you just passion, just keep going?
I was committed to 2 things. Number one, giving my son something that I never had, which was a father, and that's priceless. And number 2, I just found a business I absolutely loved. And that's one thing I'm encouraging a lot of people right now to look at is, what is it you absolutely would love to do the rest of your life? And are you prepared to do the work now to put yourself in the position to pursue it?
Great advice, Chris Gardner.
Always good to have you guys.
Matthew Sapaula, thanks to both of you for being here. For more information on Matthew's radio show, you can check out MoneySmartRadio.com, and there is your book, Start Where You Are. Good advice for Chris Gardner. His book signing, when is that today?
Today, yeah,
12:30.
today. Board is State Street.
All right. Thanks so much, guys.
No,
Good to
thank
have you.
you. Good to be here.
Hello, Paul.
Hi, you guys. Here's what's happening.